Those that don't know. Those that don't know about to learn super quick. So just put your seatbelt on real quick. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you every time. I don't know what's gonna happen.
This original rap was called Burn Me Up. This our original. Get it, Andrew? All right.
Shameless plug.
Grooves on the track.
You beautiful specimen of a man. God said, God damn, I'm good when he created you. And I just want to stand here as a testimony and say, Lord, you are Jehovah Jireh, my provider, my rock, my foundation, my strength belongs to you, Lord. I prayed for a miracle and you gave me new life. Bless me with the ability to see with an abundance I never knew I possessed. You are an almighty God. You are a mover and a shaker. You're a miracle maker. You are King of Kings and Lord of Lords, and I am just grateful to be in this world. Grateful that you created this boy who chose me to be his girl. Grateful beyond measure for you. And for you. You are the color of joyful. The fragrance of your voice is so intoxicating. Speak life into my sober soul. I crave you. I never knew how it felt to fall until I fell flat on my face. Tripped up by your intelligence. Not many minds are as beautiful as yours. Speechless. My jaw hung to the floor. Don't mind my day staring. Don't catch me from falling. I like the way you look from a descending view, because falling for you feels so good.
Tomorrow is not promised. Life can be as short as it wants to be sometimes. I gotta get more consistent about being back on this stage as much as possible this year and making whatever else I want to happen for me, make it happen. Manifest. Y'all set your goals and do all you can to reach them, because life really is way too short. Rest in paradise to Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gigi, and the other 7 passengers on that helicopter. It's still messing me up. I don't know if this feeling will ever get any better, but it's just another testimony that we gotta, be our best us while we have the chance. So I'm gonna do this Lord, this poem, No Plan of Mine. Excuse me. Jeez. Okay. I never heard God laugh before, till I tried to take over my life as if I blessed myself with it in the first place. See, I've been told that if you do want to hear God laugh, just tell him what you've got planned. The nerve of me. To think I knew what came next, as if he hadn't already ordered my steps before I even stepped foot on his turf, on this earth in his time, perfectly placed according to his plan, never mind, but it was up to me to find that out for myself. You see, he dropped a diagnosis to deter a determined dimwit of a driven heart, to hopefully jumpstart her enlightening epiphanies approximately 25 years down the way, to see if she'd continue to follow him or pay more attention to what these doctors, these humans, these mortals had to say. See, they told me there's no cure for MS, but I think they lied. It was just up to me to find it. To find out that crying tears behind the word of man is a mistake. Because I serve a God who was promised to never leave nor forsake me, and he never has. Cause see, way back when I had no friends and my silence was my choice. Back when I had no confidence, no self-esteem, no voice, he saw fit to give me the gifts of an artist so that I may draw. From Crayola and coloring books to charcoal on canvases so that I may sing like the caged bird Maya Angelou set free through her writing so that I too may read and write. Go from Dr. Seuss and Mother Goose to putting my own words to good use.
I like her 1 to 5, chop it up. Yeah. Slaving for the dollar bills in a wicked place. I gotta eat, I need a couple meals. I gotta get this cake, and all I need is some love. Fuck the pearly gates. This blind threats and lies make it hard to navigate. You either growing or you dying. Shit, I'm trying to build. All you niggas do is forget to eat and pop your pills. I'm just trying to make sure my niggas eat like Bobby Seals, cause I know that they'll hold me down. Whenever shit get real, my heart cold ass popsicles. Due to the obstacles, I can't rock with you. Nigga, the ops with you if I pop pistols. Know that I won't miss you like a young genius in a spelling bee trying to spell issues. I'm juggling time and money, not trying to impress you dummies. They hoping I drop the ball, they praying I end up bummy. I know what's for me is mine, all I gotta do is grind. Proper preparation got me emulating greatness in the midst of elevation. I see envy in their eyes, I'm anticipating the fate. The screaming bitch don't kill my vibe, because that bullshit is contagious. I won't let them haters get to me. Oh no, I got the sauce, they want the recipe. Oh no, a lot to gain from that pressure, yeah, that pain. Give your character, learn from them lessons. Don't complain about who is there for you. Aim with precision and not vain or competitors.
This one is about, now I gotta be careful because my girlfriend's here, but this one's about the one that got away. Yikes.
I'll go sit next to you.
Yeah, I guess Al's missed a steal your girl now. Always counting down the minutes until I walk through your door and not feel so worthless. Tell you I'm always early, but in reality I'm just yearning for that next fix of a drug that's not designed, but a gift bestowed of temporary absolution, freeing me from my own mind. From all the demons I keep inside, I used to say a silent prayer between your sheets, locking eyes only to glance at your smile glaring at me. I swear loving you was like a dream. I recall your swift movements almost floating, freeing me from this ground that imprisons me. But instead of ending when I wake up, it's when I cross the southern state lines, unconsciously evaporating the meaning behind every little thing you wrote. Maybe that's the reason that I feel so empty inside. Your style, your diction, your affection may not mean anything to you, but it means everything to me. The future is hazy, like a telescope glazed with fog, and I'm unsure if we'll continue to get along, but my love for you will always stick with me like a favorite song. Overplayed to eventually sit in a playlist until nostalgia importunes me to put it on. I'll listen to it silently, smiling while mouthing the words, even though it's been years since I last heard the sweet melodies. The sweet melodies that bring back memories of us singing it while you rest your head against the passenger seat door, passing glances between me and the floor, not taking a second to ponder on what those lyrics actually purport. In the meantime, I'll stay inside, taking turns between clenching my fists and gently holding pictures of us that I'll never publicly admit that I miss, subconsciously checking my phone to see if any of your calls or texts hit. But when they do, I'll deny and disprove and then redirect these accusations that every single fucking one of these poems is about you.
I don't know what's gonna happen when Darwin goes on stage, man. He just gets up here, he does something. It's gonna be graphic, it's gonna be terrifying, but it's gonna be entertaining. So, y'all give it up. For Darwin the Immortal, ladies and gentlemen.
Testing one. Thank you, bartender, for the drinks. You ever have a friend that is always being judged? Whether she's Nikki the Hoe of Babylon or
What?
Michael the Hoe of Manginas or whatever.
Word.
Well, this song is for them, and then I'll go into my diary. Touch your neighbor and say, neighbor, there's nothing wrong with loving Jesus. And loving, you know what? There's nothing else for you to be saying, so why don't you quit playing all around? It's okay to say you love Jesus, 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 and you love cock. You love Jesus, 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 and you love cock. One more time. You love Jesus, everybody. Jesus, and you love God.
Let's go, baby! You better go win. You better hit that falsetto, Cobra. You know what I'm saying? You better sing, Cobra. Cobra.
Thank you, bartender, for the drinks.
I'm excited to perform here tonight, and I hope you like it.
We will.
When I was younger, I used to receive phone calls from my grandparents, uncles, and aunts on the morning of my birthday. Their voices would travel through the phone as the calmness of a single wave that you'd want to experience over and over again. As the wind running its fingers through the trees' leaves, leaving behind a symphony of beautiful legatos. As voices that enveloped me tightly into a cocoon, as voices that when they called, I closed my eyes trying not to forget. I could hear their voices. I could hear them. Feel them as if I were there, as if I were not merely cradling an object to my ears, staring out the window, preventing my voice from cracking beneath my feet and losing my footing. They would ask me when I would come visit Mexico. I'd say soon. My uneducated 8-year-old self made the mistake of then asking when they would come here. They would chuckle a sigh I didn't yet want to believe. And then, hearing their sadness, I would make a promise. I would whisk them away from where they were, hug them tightly and never let go. I'd buy an enormous mansion, make it filled with happiness, music, laughter, hugs, jokes, parties, games, bicycles, teasing, food, big beds, small pets, TV sets, swing sets, plants with nothing or everything. It didn't matter just as long as I had them.
You're making it hard for me to breathe. Why can't they go back to how they used to be?
just if I could see you, me, I can't do without you. But baby, what are we gonna do? Me and you. Tell me that, 'cause I love you. Sitting here naked with no clothes on, trying to think about you so I can get it on with myself. It's almost 12 in the afternoon. I wanna call you, so maybe I can see you.
I'm gonna introduce myself, but I'll get to that in a moment. First, let's talk about coloring. We think it's so elementary, but it's very therapeutic. You can use markers, colored pencils, crayons. Now, the definition of a crayon is a stick of colored wax used for drawing. So now to the color black. What does it mean to be black? No, let me rephrase that. What does the color black represent? Phrasing and etymology are so important. Black is the result of absorption of visible light. From Proto-Indo-European, bled means to burn, gleam, shine, or flash. Now on to my name. The darkest color still shines. No matter how dark things get, my personality still shines. See what I did there? I am an instrument made by Source, the universe, the divine, Allah, God. I've always been controversial, and I'll take that. It is what it is, and it is what it's gonna be. Black highlights and exposes. Now let me introduce myself. I am the tool the divine uses to stir up shit. I am solemnity and authority. I am death. Death. Yes, death, bitch.
I wrote my shit cause every verse I spit is lit when I should be asking you when you men be dumb as shit. Always thinking with your dick. You niggas spelling clit like click. I can't take you serious. Why you trying to front and shit? You know women running shit. You niggas be counterfeit. Acting like you care about rhymes when it really just ass and tits. Claim you want a brain to match. Telling lies and shit. But when it go above your head, always screaming this whack and shit. Claim you can't understand, but you be telling lies. But I can relate to men through rap, although I don't live their life. But you can't do the same, cause you don't really like women. You just love the pussy, there's a motherfucking difference. Bitch, it's my season, I've been dodging niggas for the treason. If you fucking with me, we eatin'. I'm at the buffet with the heathens. We getting all the bread like it's snowing in Carolina. All you fuck niggas stand behind us. We taking foreign trips to China. Nah, I'm just playing, bitch. I'm going back to the motherland. Or in a country that's Caribbean. Got my feet buried in the sand. Grounded in my roots so I can get back to God's plan. Walking in my truth in a soul you can't understand. I got so much money that's flowing my way. It's well overdue cause I'm breaking away.
I see it now. It's all in the clear. You don't know how you treat others, and that's why I'm here. It's not revenge, nor it's bad luck. It's just life sees how you treat the living and don't like it as much. Maybe you don't deserve it, but it's a shame. I wouldn't be in your life right now, but you needed to see pain.
Because deep down on the inside, I wanted it to be you. The moment you embraced me, I felt a magnetic pulling of the soul, something I never experienced before. Like how you look at me like I was a homemade macaroni and cheese made on Thanksgiving, man. I mean, I love the way you look at me. Woo! I wanted him to be you. Late in the midnight hour, my mind wanders off and I can't seem to find sleep. The way that I'm thinking about you, wondering if you're thinking the same about me, I wanted him to be you.
I see the light because of you. You take
said she already feeling in her toes. We just some geeks, turning up the AC while the people around me looking cold. We just some geeks, huh? Yeah. We just some geeks, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Feeling like Lieutenant Dan. Yeah, let me catch it real quick. Yeah. Feeling like Lieutenant Dan, cause my legs are both up in a coma.
But I will say this, I've been around for a long time. I remember before they put the copper inside of a dime. Wow. Okay? Now, I just recently wrote a book called The Roots of an Entrepreneur. Okay? And the reason that I did it, I got a mama who's like 94, and she said, you've been talking about writing a book for a long time. You got to do something before I die. So I wrote the book, and in the book, I wrote a poem. And I want to share that poem with y'all tonight. The name of the poem is I'm a Hustler. Okay? Because, you know, I agree with you. Some of these old brothers be walking around talking about y'all don't do this and y'all don't do that, but they ain't doing nothing either. Now, I try to create jobs for young brothers. Okay? I take my dough, I invest it. If you want to get a lawnmower or something, I'll invest in that. Whatever you want to do. Right? I'm a hustler, been a hustler since I was preteen. Okay. I hustle like a crackhead, but I live like a king.
I made a vow to myself, I promise I'm not lying. Get the fuck out of poverty or die trying. Get some nice shit and invest the rest in property. I'm coming up on my own, ain't nobody stop me.
I literally just got off the road. I had a good work day, working with the Boys and Girls Club, got off the road and decided to come here and be with you guys. So South Carolina always shows love, especially Columbia, South Carolina. So I'm gonna do my best to make sure I give you some work that will put a smile on your face, be inspirational, and make you laugh. And if it doesn't, then just nod your head and smile anyway, because you may never see me again after this. So, you know, I'm just playing. So, does everybody do call and response? Like if you hear something in the poem you relate to, do you snap and do all that stuff? Y'all just sit there and scream? I don't know. I have to ask because I have to prepare myself for places that just clap at the end. So, you know, it doesn't worry me. So real quick, let's do an energy check real quick. If you have 10 fingers and 10 toes, make some noise. So that was good. So let's improvise a little bit. If you spent your last $2, you ain't really gotta do this, but let's pretend you did this, and you bought a Mega Millions ticket, and when you leave here, you found out you won, make some noise. If you were dating somebody that was treating you wrong for the whole time y'all was dating, you broke up with them, and now their life is shit and your life is better, make some noise. All right. Wow. Is somebody going through that right now? Okay. You bring some stuff up now. Help me know what I'm gonna do. So, my name is LJ Bowens. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan. Now I stay in Fayetteville, North Carolina. You know Detroit? Yep, what up, though? I'm a book nerd. So, I was told, there was this quote, right? And it said that if you ever want to hide the truth from someone, put it in a book. Because they say people don't like to read. And I always found that like weird. But then it was crazy growing up because ever since I was able to pick up a book and turn the page, I've always questioned what I read. But there are some questions in life that you just don't want the answers to.
Next up though, y'all got a little dose of her earlier when during Stevie's performance. Y'all didn't get the whole thing yet, so prepare yourselves.
Eyes full of longing. Can you see me? Can you feel the weight of my heart's despair? You exhale, and I feel the butterfly effect on the universe. A chain of events based on your impact. You inhale, and with your breath, you take mine away. How can something be so beautiful? How can someone be so oblivious? You ask me what's on my mind, and I can't summon the courage to ask the question that my heart has long waited to hear. What does it take to be yours? What does it take to be loved by you?
Hit it, I can't. You got it.
I'm gonna give it away.
Weren't you on the Mickey Mouse Club?
Can't even do my.
Ricardo Part 2, the revenge your high school. get a drummer song. This the one you wild out to. Put your hands up to, party till they turn the lights on. The roof's on fire, the show too packed. They say I'm too black, the beats sound right. Shell toe Adidas, run.
What are you gonna do? Just what are you gonna do for this? You're the last.
You pass the hat, man, whatever you can donate towards the features, $1, $2, $200, whatever you
See
got.
him. Backed by popular demand. Backed by popular demand. Backed by popular demand.
But yeah, just don't know the hat, man. Where you coming from? Oh, there. Oh, got it. Oh, got it. Always to the stage, always to the stage. What's about to happen?
You never know.
Oh God! Oh.
This isn't even a real cigarette. But I'm a creep.
Oh, bring it back.
But I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here.
Oh God. Get the sign together.
Cigarettes and cigarettes and weed and alcohol. That helps us as we sink into deeper parts of depression. As the Pleiades stars, seven sisters, I can acknowledge my confession. Fuck life.
It's a song I stole directly from Al Green. So it'd be a good compromise.
Since I see your smile, is it too far for such a long, long while? Baby, I know hard to find, but I didn't know I would stay. Girl, yeah, been so long. Today, God with me, somebody's moving in motion to sorrows and ecstasy. Baby, I know my tree been hard to climb, but I didn't know today. Try not to lose any more than I need. see no future.